Hi everybody, Mary here again. Just wanted to take a look at some simple commands and some simple processes to create a form in Access. And this is where you're going to enter data into your Access database. So let's take a look at what we've got so far. We've got our three-table database: authors, articles, and roles review. And we have, I'll just go here into our database tools, and we have got a relationship, the one-to-many. And I want you to notice here how it's one article can appear many times, can have many authors, many people taking a role in that article. One author will do many different articles. So this one-to-many relationship, notice here how we've got that funny little 8 on its side. That means that you've got the one-to-many relationship set correctly. I'm just going to close this now. So we've got our tables, we've got our relationships. Now let's take a look at how to create a simple form in the Access database. So we're going to highlight Table Authors. We'll start with that one. We'll go to Create, and we'll just select Form. Now, when it comes up, what the default shows is it shows all of the fields that make up a record in Table Authors, and it also shows the table to which Authors is connected, and it's connected to the Roles Review table. For simplicity, we're just going to delete that. I'll just click right there on that part. I'm just going to delete that because we don't really need to have that available to us. This is perfectly fine to have available. And what we're going to do here next is come up under View, and let's notice we've got Form View, we've got Layout View, we've got Design View. I'm going to click to go to Design View. And things change a little bit. And one of the first things that changes is any moves that I want to make. If I want to make this a little bit bigger, everything moves all together. I'm going to undo that because we may not really want to make. Do we really need all this space to hold author ID? We know it's a number. It's going to be very, very small. So how do we get a little bit of control here? Well, what you can do, you can click on this to highlight to make sure everything's outlined in orange, then right mouse, and here under Layout, go to Remove. Now notice how we get these little brown boxes that show up. When we've done that, we can click any place blank, and now we can come back in, and we now have some ability to work with just one thing at a time. So author ID, and I can move that here to here. And if I want to just move the label for it, do that. One other thing to show you here, the author ID info that you see inside this part of the form, you can't change that word, but you can change it right here. Author ID may not be exactly what you want to say there. You may want to say ID for author or unique ID or something like that. Where it would be probably more apparent is here at first name. First underscore name, not the most communicative label. I think that I would say author, A-U-T-H-O-R, first name. And I might go here for this one, author, last. Oops. Sorry, I'm hitting the Shift Enter, last name. And I'm going to say rating for research. H, and notice how that's now gone over. So I am going to drag that over, and I'm going to shrink that as well because we know that that's just going to be a small number. So there we go, like that. And one last thing here to show, in the comments, I am going to want those comments to grow and shrink depending on how much I put into them. It's a memo field, so I can put lots in. So I'm going to go Comments, And I'm going to go here, Properties, and I am going to take a look at, you can go through the formatting, so you can see formatting issues, and there's actually quite a bit of formatting. And here's the can grow and can shrink in formatting. I'm going to change that to yes there, and I'm going to change that to yes there. Can grow, can shrink, and now whenever somebody enters things in comments, they can grow or shrink depending on how much information the user puts in. I'll close that. I'll save my table. And here I'm going to give it a form name. And the form name I'm going to select as authors. Say OK. And there we have our first form saved and ready for you to enter information. Close that. And there's our form right there.